Hello everyone. Thanks for joining Education South Asia Conference 21. I am Dr. Ivana Sattar from Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University, Dhaka, Bangladesh. And today I'm going to talk about my research paper based on virtual education of undergraduate medical students in Dhaka. Now I would like to share my script. The title of my research paper is Perception about Virtual Education Among Undergraduate Medical Students in COVID-19 Pandemic, a Cross-Sectional Study. We all know we are going through a serious public health crisis, the COVID-19 pandemic, and which has the great impact on all the aspects of our life, our economy, including our academic sector. Though all other developed countries are already familiar with the virtual education, but as a developing country, Bangladesh is the students of Bangladesh are still not that much familiar with virtual education, so that it is a very alarming time. This is a high time to know everything about virtual education, and it is an important lesson for both students and teachers. In our study, we are going to explore the perception of virtual education among undergraduate medical students. Our rationale was that the present study is to explore undergraduate medical students' perception regarding virtual education, so that the policymakers can take efficient measures for the improvement of education of medical students. Our objectives. The main objective is the general objective, which I want to tell, that to explore the perception of medical students about virtual education in this COVID-19 pandemic. And our specific objectives includes the level of content understanding of the student in this situation, and it also includes the medical students' time management by adopting this new term of education, to identify the challenges faced by the students, and finally to detect the students' idea for future direction of virtual education. Methodology. Our study was a cross-sectional study, and we chose Dhaka Medical College as the study place, and our respondents were from first year to fifth year students, and it was a purposive sampling, and we took 150 samples, as it was the samples was taken in the pandemic situation, and there was no possibility to meet physically with the students. So we have to take the so we took the data through modified pre-tested semi-structured questionnaire by a Google form. And the Google form questionnaire was a 5-point Likert scale, which was sent to the respondents through social media communication. We used Messenger and WhatsApp for this purpose. And we analyzed the data by frequency and percentage, and we had to take ethical consideration from BSMMU and also from the Dhaka Medical College. As let's have a look to our results, our background characteristics. We took the gender, age groups, and education from first year to fifth year, and also from the present area of living. There is a significant changes, significant result, that is there are urban students are more than the rural students. Then let's have a look to our students' level of content understanding. I would like to show that more than 83% students think that still traditional face-to-face education is more upgraded than virtual education for the students, as they are not that much familiar with the virtual education still. And 88% students think that they are still not satisfied with practical, laboratory, and clinical classes, which is a negative sign of recent performance. And there is a positive thing in this data, that is 48.6% students think that they can get a quick response when they ask any questions to the teachers. And if we look towards the time management of the students, then it's a good thing that more than 57% students think that they can save time and avoid exertions of going college and coming back to home, because there is a common issues of road traffic jam. And majority of the students think that they are more regular in the online classes, even in those days when they feel sick. And then look towards the challenges, and we divided it into 3 parts: methodological, technological, and behavioral challenges. 72% students think that they can access internet for their study, but 80% students still feel the absence of non-verbal communication like eye contact, body language, which affects their learning process. Because up to before COVID-19 exposure, they were from the very first day of their learning, they are exposed to this kind of communications. And 72.6% students think that they still feel difficulties for hands-on training in virtual education. I would like to mention that medical education is not only a theoretical part of education. It comprises with theoretical, clinical, and practical classes. So it is a vital part of our education system. And now take a look to our technological challenges. Here, more than 50% students still are not comfortable with technology-based study. And a great findings in this part, that is 64.60% students think that teachers need more training to conduct online classes. And this is a high time that we really need proper steps to give proper training to the instructors to conduct their class more efficiently. And finally, if we come to the behavioral challenges, that is a majority of the students think that they miss interactive sessions among teachers and students, which affects their learning. And finally, the preferences for the future. 90.30% students think that college campus and clinics are most suitable for their learning, because that provides them better and special learning environment. And finally, conclusion. I want to conclude my presentation by saying that maximum students are not satisfied with the classes which is taken by online or virtual way, and it is less favorable by the students from rural areas because there is internet issues, and students in clinical phases, because previously I said that clinical classes are most important for medical students from 3rd year to 5th year. So they feel lackings in their clinical classes. So more attention needs to be paid for the students of both clinical and virtual learning for conducting online medical education. And as recommendation, I want to say that there is a need of further study for other effective online and offline teaching modalities to upgrade undergraduate medical education. Thanks for inviting me in the Education South Asia Conference 21. Thanks all.